Hello everyone. Today I am taking miscellaneous exercise of three-dimensional geometry. Okay. You know that in the miscellaneous exercise different type of questions are there. Miscellaneous exercise. Okay. Starting from question number 1, show that the line joining the origin to the point 211 is perpendicular to the line determined by the point 3, 5, -1 and 4, 3, -1. So in this question, nothing special in it. First of all, we have to find the direction ratios of the line joining these 2 points. Second, we are going to find the direction ratios of line joining the other 2 points and their relation A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 is equal to 0. Okay. So show that the line joining the origin to the point. Direction ratios of line joining origin to 211 is origin, that means it is 0, 0, 0. So direction ratios are 2 minus 0, 1 minus 0 and of course 1 minus 0. Direction ratios of line joining the 2 points 3, 5, -1 and second is 4, 3, -1. Here direction ratio 4 minus 3, 1, 3 minus 5, -2 and -1 plus 1, it is 0. Okay. This we can consider as A1, B1, C1. It is A2, B2 and C2. And if two lines are perpendicular, the perpendicular condition A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 is equal to 0. So we put the value A1, A2, 2 multiplied by 1 plus 1 multiplied by -2 and plus 1 multiplied by 0. You see what is the result? 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. What does it mean? Both the lines are perpendicular. Is it okay? So that is question number 1. Now see question number 2. Second question, if L1, M1, N1 and L2, M2, N2 are the direction cosines of two mutually perpendicular lines, show that the direction cosine of the line perpendicular to both the lines are this. L1, M2 minus M2, N1, L1, N2 and these three direction cosines are there. Okay, try to understand this question. Second, it is given that L1, M1, N1 and L2, M2, N2 are the direction cosines of two mutually perpendicular lines, so that the direction cosines of the line, okay, so we will consider the direction cosine of the line. Let the direction cosines of line be L, M and N. Is it okay? Two mutually perpendicular lines are given. Their direction cosines are L1, M1, N1 and L2, M2, N2. As given, because these two lines are mutually perpendicular, that is one. So that means L1, L2 plus M1, M2 plus N1, N2 is equal to 0, as well as these lines are perpendicular to that line also. Okay. So as given, when I write L, L1 plus M, M1 plus N, N1 is equal to 0. What is this? Because these two lines, their direction cosines are L1, M1, N1 and L2, M2, N2. It is given that. Okay. Condition is they are mutually perpendicular to each other, as well as they are perpendicular to that line whose direction cosines are L, M and N. So first condition, L, L1 plus M, M1 plus N, N1 is equal to 0 and L, L2 plus M, M2 plus N, N2 is equal to 0. Okay. From these two lines, we are going to find the values of L, M and N. So L upon, leaving this column, M1, N2 minus M2, N1. Second is M upon, rather than going, we have to write like this, L2, M1, L2, N1 minus L1, N2. And third one is N upon L1, M2 minus L2, M1 is equal to, suppose it is lambda. The second is always second taken as a minus sign. So rather than writing here minus sign, I have taken this second part. First L2, N1 minus L1, N2. Okay. So what does it mean? L is equal to lambda M1, N2 minus M2, N1. M is equal to lambda L2, N1 minus L1, N2. And N is equal to lambda L1, M2 minus L2, M1. Okay. If all squaring and adding, then what happens? Squaring, adding of this term. So it is L square plus M square plus N square is equal to lambda square, lambda square, lambda square. I take lambda square common, and it is coming M1, N2 minus M2, N1 whole square plus L2, N1 minus L1, N2 whole square and plus L1, M2 minus L2, M1 whole square. Is that okay? L square plus M square plus N square is equal to 1. The value of this term is 1. So 1 is equal to lambda square. And the value of this term is starting from L1, M2 minus L2, M1. After L1 there is a M1, N2 minus M2, M1, and after M1 that is a N1, L2 minus N2, L1. The value of this term is sine theta, when the angle between them is theta. So this is actually in the root term, this is the value of sine theta. Okay, it is in the form of root, it is a sine theta. So what does it mean? May I write here the value is sine square theta, because it's giving in the form of a square term. So is equal to sine square theta. Okay, right? This is the formula which is derived from the cos theta. Okay, when cos theta, we have to write here under root 1 minus sine square theta, then we'll get this value. So that means sine square theta, and theta is equal to, here theta is equal to what is? Theta is equal to 90. Why 90? Because these lines are mutually perpendicular to each other, and they are mutually perpendicular. What does it mean? The angle between them is 90 degree. So theta is equal to 90 and sine 90, that is 1. So 1 is equal to lambda square. Therefore lambda is equal to plus minus 1. Okay. So when I put the value here lambda, or here when I put the lambda, then what is the results we are getting? We are getting L is equal to M1, N2 minus M2, N1. M is equal to L2, N1 minus L1, N2, and N is equal to L1, M2 minus L2, M1. Okay, these are the coming with the signs of plus and minus. And this they are asking that prove that this is. These are the direction cosines. Okay, got it? So this was question number 2. Now I am taking question number 3 of this exercise. Third question. Find the angle between the line whose direction ratios are given. So when we are going to find the direction ratios directly, we can use the formula cos theta is equal to a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 upon under root a1 square plus b1 square plus c square under root a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. So that can be solved directly. There is no problem for you. Fourth question, find the equation of the line parallel to x-axis and passing through the origin. Find the equation of the line. Fourth question I am taking. Find the equation of the line. Equation of the line. Equation of the line parallel to x-axis and passing through origin 0 0 0 passing through origin. Okay, so equation of the line passing parallel to x-axis and passing through the origin. You can imagine one thing. Suppose the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Any line which is parallel to x-axis, that means its direction ratios are x comma 0 comma 0, and when we divide by x, that means it is 1 comma 0 comma 0. So that means the line which is parallel to x-axis, direction ratios of line parallel to x-axis. Direction ratios of line parallel to x-axis are 1 comma 0 comma 0. Okay, and it is passing through the origin. So that means the equation of line formula, you know that x minus x1 upon a, y minus y1 upon b, and z minus z1 upon c. So x minus x1 passing through the origin, x minus 0 upon a, that is 1, y minus 0 upon b 0, and z minus 0 upon 0. So this is the equation of the line. All these terms are not reused. X upon 1 is equal to y upon 0 is equal to z upon 0. This is the equation of the line. Okay. Question number 5th. Find the coordinates of the points A, B, C, D. Sorry, if the coordinates of the point A, B, C, D are given, then find the angle between the line AB and CD. Angle between the line AB and CD. 4 coordinates are given. Coordinates I am writing here A, B, C and D. Okay. Coordinates I am writing. Coordinates are given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Minus 4, 3, minus 6. Minus 4, 3, minus 6. And 2, 9, 2. 2, 9, 2. Okay. Then find the angle between the lines AB and CD. Then find angle between the lines AB and CD. So first of all, I am finding the direction ratio of line AB. Direction ratio of line AB are 4 minus 1, 5 minus 2 and 7 minus 3. That means 3, 3 and 4. Okay. And direction ratio of line CD are CD 2 minus minus 4, that means 2 plus 4, 9 minus 3 and 2 plus 6. So this means it is 6, it is 7, so it is also 6 and that is 8. Okay. We are going to find the angle between them. While seeing the direction ratios, you can understand what is the angle between them. See, 6, 6, 8. When you make a simpler form, it will become 3, 3, 4. It is also 3, 3, 4. And when the direction ratios of two lines are same, that means the angle between them is 0. Okay. So simple. Now we are finding the angle. angle between line AB and CD. Angle between line AB and CD is theta. Let this we have considered. So cos theta is equal to A1 A2. So 3 multiplied by 6. How to find the angle between these two lines? Cos theta is equal to A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2. Okay. Upon under root A square plus B square plus C square under root A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square under root A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Is it okay? So angle between them, this is cos theta is equal to A1 A2 3 into 6 plus B1 B2 3 into 6 plus 4 into 8 upon under root A1 square 3 square plus 3 square plus 4 square under root 6 square plus 6 square plus 8 square. So what is coming? 18 plus 18 plus 32 upon under root 9, 9, 18, 18 and 16, 24, 34. This is 36, 36, 72 and plus 64, 6, 136. Okay, it is 136. Result 36, 38, 38 and it is 68 upon under root 34 into under root 136. Okay, and what is the value is coming here? Cos theta is equal to, if the result is coming, what is 1? That means in 1 cos, what is this? Cos 90. So definitely the 1 will be coming here. 6 4 is 24. Okay. So you will check it. The result will be coming here 1. Therefore cos theta is equal to, here it is, I'll write here 1. So cos theta is equal to 1. That means it is cos 90. Okay. And cos 90, what does it mean? Sorry, cos 0. Yeah, 1, that means it is cos 0. So therefore theta is equal to 0. And theta is equal to 0, what does it mean? The lines are parallel. Okay, got it? So what this is? And by the way, this is also not required. Simply you can write here, because the direction ratios are same, that means lines are parallel, so angle between them is 0. We can conclude here only. Next question is, if the two lines are given are perpendicular, then find the value of k. Lines are perpendicular, simply we can compare their direction ratios. A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 is equal to 0. You can find the value of k. Nothing special in this question, so you can solve this. I am coming to question number 7. Find the vector equation of the line passing through 1 to 3 and perpendicular to the plane. 7th question. Find the vector equation. Find the vector equation of the line passing through 1 to 3 and perpendicular to the plane r I plus 2j minus 5k. Vector r dot I plus 2j minus 5k plus 9 is equal to 0. Okay. The vector equation of the line passing through 1 to 3 and perpendicular to the plane. And perpendicular to that plane. Okay. So equation of the line, see, this is the plane. And what is this? This is the normal of the plane. So direction ratios of normal of plane be 1, 2 and minus 5, 1, 2, minus 5. And because the line which is perpendicular to the plane, that means line is also going in that direction. So this is the normal and line both are parallel. So their direction ratios are same, and this line is passing through point 1, 2, 3. Okay. So equation of the line passing through passing through 1, 2, 3, and direction ratios are 1, 2, minus 5. What is the equation of line? X minus 1 upon 1, y minus 2 upon 2, and z minus 3 upon minus 5. Is it okay? That is the equation of the line. What they are asking that find the vector equation of the line. So what is how to convert into the form of vectorized term? Find the vector equation of the line. So simply because the vector equation of the line is vector r is equal to vector a plus lambda vector b. This is the formula of vector equation. So I write here vector r is equal to vector a. That means the point from where the line is passing. We'll vectorize it. So this is 1, 2, 3. So I plus 2j plus 3k plus lambda, and b is a parallel vector. So parallel vector is 1, 2, minus 5. So I plus 2j minus 5k. This is the vectorized form of vector. So this is the Cartesian form. It is the vector form. Question number 8. Find the equation of the plane passing through ABC and parallel to the plane. Equation of the plane. Find the equation of the plane passing through ABC and parallel to the plane. Okay. Find the equation of the plane. 8th question. Equation of plane passing through ABC. Passing through ABC. Okay. And parallel to the plane. Parallel to the plane. Equation of plane is given r dot I plus j plus k is equal to 2. And parallel to plane, vector r dot I plus j plus k is equal to 2. Okay. Right. Equation of the plane passing through one point. Formula. Equation of plane passes one point is a x minus x1 plus b y minus y1 plus c z minus z1 is equal to 0. Okay. So because this a, b, c are the direction ratio of normal of the plane, and because both the planes are parallel, that means the direction ratio of normal of both the planes are same. So here the direction ratio of this plane, normal of the plane is 1, 1 and 1. So when I put a, b, c, it is 1, 1, 1. And the plane is passing through the point a, b, c. So in place of x1, y1, z1, it is a, b and c. So that means it is 1 x minus a plus 1 y minus b plus 1 z minus c is equal to 0. Therefore, x plus y plus z minus sign common a plus b plus c is equal to 0. Okay. And that means it is x plus y plus z is equal to a plus b plus c. If you want to write in the vector form, then what to write here? Vector r dot I plus j plus k is equal to a plus b plus c. Only this is the difference between these two. Here this is a difference is 2. There's a 2. and here it is A plus B plus C. Okay, so that is the equation of the plane passing through ABC and parallel to the given plane. Next question is find the shortest distance between two lines. Okay, this question I am solving. Ninth question, shortest distance between two lines. R is equal to 6i plus 2j plus 2k. One line is vector R is equal to 6i plus 2j plus 2k plus lambda. Second is I minus 2j plus 2k. I minus 2j plus 2k. Okay. Second, R is equal to minus 4i minus k minus 4i minus k plus mu 3i minus 2j minus 2k. Okay. This is A1, B1, it is A2 and that is B2. And the formula of shortest distance, you know that vector A2 minus A1 dot B1 cross B2 vector upon magnitude of B1 cross B2. This is the formula. Okay. So one by one we are finding the values. One is A2 minus A. Now B1 cross B2. I, J and K. B1 that is 1 minus 2, 2 and 3 minus 2 minus 2. Okay. With I leaving this column and row, it is 4 plus 4 minus J minus 2 minus 6 plus K, it is minus 2 plus 6. So that means it is coming 8I plus 8J and minus 4K. Okay. I am going to find B1 cross B2 also in magnitude because it is also required. So under root 64 plus 64 plus 16. So that is 4, 4, 8, 6, 14, 1, 2 and 12, 14. That means it is 12. So finding shortest distance as D is equal to A2 minus A1, that is minus 4I minus 2J minus 3K dot B1 cross B2, it is 8I plus 8J minus 4K upon magnitude of B1 cross B2 vector, that is 12. So it is shortest distance is equal to cross product 8 4 ja 32 minus 2, it is minus 16 and it is it is plus 4k here. Here is a plus 4k. So that is plus 4. It is minus 12. Okay. 8 4 ja 32, 16 and 12 upon 12. Mod. So that is coming 6 to 8 to 10. Just a minute. 4 minus 2 minus 3. It is 8, 8 and 4. So 8 4 ja 32 minus 8 2 ja 16 and 3 4 ja 12. Okay. What is the result? Result is coming here 8 plus 2 10, 2 3 6. Boys, just let us check it. A2 minus A1 minus 4I minus 6I. See, it is minus 4I minus 6I, it is minus 10I. Okay, minus 10I minus 2J and that is minus 3K. So that means A2 minus A1, here we have to write here A2 minus A1, that is minus 10I. Now it is okay. 10 8 is 80, So this is 80 and minus 16 minus 12. So it is 28, 80 and 28, 108 upon 12 because it is in the magnitude, so minus sign is not here. 12 nines are 9. 12 nines are 108. Therefore, the shortest distance between two lines is equal to 9. Okay. After question number 9, we are coming on question number 10. Find the coordinates of the point where the line through the point 516 and 341 crosses YZ plane. 10th question. This is also an interesting question. It's a crosses YZ plane. So that is a YZ plane. Line having 2 points. 2 points on the line given. One is 516 and second point is 341. Okay, 341. Find the coordinates of the point where the line crosses. So we are going to find the coordinates of point P. Okay. First of all, we are finding the equation of the line passing through these 2 points. Equation of the line passing through five by 6 and 341 is x minus x1 upon x2 minus x1. So x minus 5 upon x2 minus x1, that means 3 minus 5 minus 2. Y minus y1, y minus 1 upon y2 minus y1, 4 minus 1, 3. Z minus 6 upon 1 minus 6, it is minus 5 is equal to lambda. So what is the value of x? X is equal to, may I write, minus 2 lambda plus 5. Y is equal to 3 lambda plus 1. And Z is equal to minus 5 lambda plus 6. So these are the 3 points which we are considering that the points on that plane. Okay, these are 3 points. Minus 2 lambda plus 5. Second 3 lambda plus 1. And third one is minus 5 lambda plus 6. Okay. And these 3 points, they are coming on the line. They are coming on the plane. So definitely the point will satisfy to the equation of plane. Now we have to find the equation of YZ plane. So what is the equation of YZ plane? Equation of YZ plane, that is x is equal to 0. Because on YZ, this is x, YZ, YZ plane, that means this is the plane. So the direction ratio of the normal of the plane is x-axis. Okay. So therefore its x is equal to 0. So this x is equal to 0. The point will satisfy to this x is equal to 0 equation of the plane. X means the first point, may I put minus 2 lambda plus 5 is equal to 0. Therefore 2 lambda is equal to 5. So lambda is equal to 5 by 2. Now this lambda is equal to 5 by 2. I am going to put there in the points. So now the points are minus 2 lambda, that is 5 by 2 plus 5, first point. Second 3 lambda 5 by 2 plus 1. And third is minus 5 lambda 5 by 2 plus 6. Okay. So that means the points are 2 cancel, minus 5 plus 5, 0. It is 15 plus 2, 17 upon 2. That is minus 25 plus 12, minus 13 upon 2. So these are 3 points which are coming on the YZ plane. Is it okay? Same as question number 11 is also same, which is crosses the xz plane. So y is equal to 0. You can solve it. Find the coordinates of the point where the line through the point 3, -4, -5 and 2, -3, -1 crosses the plane. That is also the same type of question. Okay, I am taking question number 13. Find the equation of the plane passing through the point -1, 3, 2 and perpendicular to each of the plane x plus 2y plus 3z is equal to 5 and 3x plus 3y plus z is equal to 0. Okay. Question number 13. Find the equation of the plane passing through the point -1, 3, 2. Passing through the point -1, 3, 2. And perpendicular to each of the planes x plus 2y plus 3z is equal to 5. X plus 2y plus 3z is equal to 5. And second is 3x plus 3y plus z is equal to 0. Okay, perpendicular to each of the plane, right? So I'm going to find the equation of the line, equation of plane passing through -1, 3, 2. Okay, and direction ratios of normal of the plane be A, B, C is, what is the equation of the plane? A x minus x1, that means it is ax plus 1 plus b y minus 3 plus c z minus 2 is equal to 0. This is equation number 1. Now finally we are finding the value of a, b and c and substitute here. Okay, because this plane is perpendicular to both the planes. So if this plane, see this is the plane, direction ratio of the normal of this plane be ABC. Second, this is the plane which is perpendicular on it and its direction ratio of normal of the plane 1, 2 and 3. So that means two lines are perpendicular to each other. The condition is A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 is equal to 0. Okay, so may I write here direction ratio of this 1, 2 and 3, direction ratio of this plane A, B and C. So therefore, and may I write here the direction ratio of normal of x plus 2y plus 3z is equal to 5 are 1, 2, 3. Okay, and direction ratio of normal of plane 1 means this, are A, B and C. Okay, and both are perpendicular condition. Perpendicular condition. What is the perpendicular condition? A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2, 0. That means it is A multiplied by 1. So 1A plus 2B plus 3C is equal to 0. Similarly, this plane is also perpendicular to that one. So similarly, I can write here 3A plus 3B plus 1C is equal to 0. Okay. Now we'll simplify second and third. So A upon, leaving this, 2 1s are 2 minus 3 3s are 9 is equal to B upon, from down to up, 9 minus 1, and C upon, it is 3 minus 6 is equal to, suppose, K. So A is equal to minus 7K, B is equal to 8K and C is equal to minus 3K. Okay, and these values A, B, C I can put here in 1 by 1. Then what happens? First equation A, that means it is minus 7K x plus 1 plus B plus 8K y minus 3 plus C, that is minus 3K and it is z minus 2 is equal to 0. May I take k common and shift to the upside, down, left, right side. So 0 upon k, that is 0. Minus 7 multiplied by x, it is minus 7x plus 8y minus 3z. Okay, it is minus 7 minus 7 minus 24, and it is plus 6 is equal to 0. So the result is minus 7x plus 8y minus 3z. It is 24 minus 7, 31 with minus sign. Minus 31 plus 25 is minus 25 is equal to 0. What is this? This is equation of the plane passing through point minus 1, 3, 2 and perpendicular to each of the planes. Okay. So that is an important question, question number 13. One question number 14. If the point 1, 1, P and minus 3, 0, 1 be equidistant from the plane, then find the value of P. Okay, 14th also I am solving. It's an important question, 14th. If the point 1, 1, P and minus 3, 0, 1. Point 1, 1, P and minus 3, 0, 1. There are 2 points. Be equidistant from the plane r vector r dot 3i 4j minus 12k. 3i plus 4j minus 12k is equal to 13. Plus 13 is equal to 0. 3, 4 minus 12 plus 13 is equal to 0. Okay. Then find the value of P. If the points are equidistant from the plane. Points are equidistant from the plane. Okay. So first I am using a direct formula, the distance between a point and a plane ax1 plus by1 plus cz1 plus d upon under root a square plus b square plus c square. Okay. So first let P1 be the distance between 1P and vector r dot 3i plus 4j minus 12k plus 13 is equal to 0. So P1 is equal to, may I write, this is what is the equation of this plane? It is 3x plus 4y plus 12z plus 13 is equal to 0. Okay, when we convert it to the Cartesian form, 3x plus 4y plus 12z plus 13 is equal to 0. So 3x means it is 1 plus 4y plus 12zp plus 13 upon under root 3 square plus 4 square plus 12 square. So P1 and P2 be the distance between minus 301 and vector r dot 3i plus 4j plus 12k plus 13 is equal to 0. Okay. Therefore, P2 is equal to, it is 3 with minus 3 plus 4 with 0 plus 12 with 1 my plus 13. Is it okay? This is 3x plus 4y plus 12z plus 13, 3 in place of x minus 3, in place of y 0, in place of z 1, upon under root 3 square plus 4 square plus 12 square. And a given condition, it is given that they are equidistant from that point. So I write here P1 is equal to P2 as given. P1 is equal to P2. Okay. So I'll put both the terms same. It is 3 plus 4 plus 12P plus 13 upon, it is 3 3 are 9 and 16. 16, 9, 25. 25 at 144, 169, that means it is 13 is equal to minus 9, 0, 12 plus 13 upon it is 13. Okay. 13, 13 can be cancelled. It is 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 13, 20. So 20 plus 12P is equal to, it is 3, 13. 3 plus 13, 16. Okay. So the result is 12P is equal to 16 minus 20, it is minus 4. Therefore, P is equal to minus 1 by 3. And because it is equidistance, so what is the value? P is equal to minus 1 by 3 because we are finding the point. Okay. So P is equal to minus 1 by 3. That is the point P. Okay. By the way, here there is a possibility of 2 points. We can take here plus minus. So one is a plus, one is a minus. So when I take here one plus here, when I take minus sign here, then what happens? 12P is equal to minus 16. Minus 20, it is minus 36. So it is coming minus 3. So 1 is 1 by 3, minus 1 by 3. And 1 point is minus 3. Both the points are possible. Both the values are possible. Okay. Because when we remove square root, so always plus minus will be there. So both sides there is a plus minus, okay. So out of the 4 possible values, we will select 2 values. One is with the plus sign here and one is with the minus sign. So answer is minus 1 by 3 and it is minus 3. Next question, I want to take it. I am taking now, other questions are easily, you can solve those questions, there is no problem. I am taking now question number 17. Okay, now I am selecting some questions to be solved here. Now 117, I'll take one question is this 20 and 21. Okay, so 17th question, find the equation of the plane which contains the line of intersection of the plane and which is perpendicular to the plane. Okay, 17th question, find the equation of the plane which contains the line of intersection of the planes. So vector r, I plus 2j plus 3k, vector r dot I plus 2j plus 3k. There are 3 equations of the plane. Minus 4 is equal to 0. Second, r dot 2i plus j minus k plus 5 is equal to 0. And which is perpendicular to the plane r dot 5i plus 3j minus 6k plus 8 is equal to 0. Okay. Now let us read the question once again. Find the equation of the plane which contains the line of intersection of the plane first and second and which is perpendicular to the plane, this one. So we are going to find the equation of the plane which contains the equation of intersection of planes. Okay. So equation of intersection of planes be P1 plus lambda P2 is equal to 0. You are aware of that? Suppose this is P1. This we are taking as a P1 and that one is P2. Okay. So P1 plus lambda P2 is equal to 0. P1 plus lambda P2. What is P1? P1, when we write in the Cartesian form, it is x plus 2y plus 3z. So x plus 2y plus 3z minus 4 plus lambda, it is 2x plus y minus z plus 5 is equal to 0. P1 plus lambda P2 is equal to 0. So what does it mean? We'll take x common. That means 1 plus 2 lambda x plus taking y common 2 plus lambda y, and it is 3 minus lambda z minus 4 plus 5 lambda is equal to 0. Is it okay? This is the equation of the plane of intersection of two planes, and which is perpendicular to the plane. This is a plane which is perpendicular to this plane. Okay, so that means the direction ratio of normal of the plane. Direction ratios of normal of plane 1 are, direction ratios are 1 plus 2 lambda, 2 plus lambda, and 3 minus lambda. Okay, and direction ratio of normal of plane vector r dot 5i plus 3j minus 6k plus 8 0 r 5 3 minus 6. Okay, and because they are perpendicular, so as given, perpendicular condition. What is perpendicular condition? A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 equal to 0. 1 plus 2 lambda multiplied by 5 plus 2 plus lambda multiplied by 3 plus 3 minus lambda multiplied by minus 6 is equal to 0. So it is coming 10 lambda plus 3 lambda minus minus plus 6 lambda. Okay, now simple term plus 5 plus 6 and minus 18 is equal to 0. So 10, 13, 6, 19 lambda, 6 to 11, 11 minus 18 minus 7 is equal to 0. Therefore, lambda is equal to 7 upon 19. This is the value of lambda, 7 upon 19. Okay. See, 5 plus 6, 11, 11 minus 18. 11 minus 18 minus 7. Okay. This is 10 plus 3, 13. 10 plus 3, 13. 13 plus 6, 19. So lambda is equal to 7 upon 19. This 7 upon 19 I am going to put in equation number 1. So y1. Direct I am going to put 1 in place of lambda 7 upon 19. So let us see what is the result. 1 plus 2 multiplied by 7 upon 19. 7 2 is 14. 19 1 is 19 plus 14. 19 and 14, 23, 33 upon 1 is 33 upon 19 x plus here again lambda 7 upon 19. 19 2 is 38. 38 plus 7. 38 plus 7, it is 45 upon 19y. Third one, 3 minus 7 upon 19. 93 of 57. 57 minus 7, it is 50. 50 upon 19z. Okay. Minus 4. Minus 4 plus 5 lambda. So 7 5 is 35 upon 19. 19 4 is 76. 35 and 76. 1 it is 4. Minus 41 upon 19. It is minus 41 upon 19 is equal to 0. So when we divide the entire term, multiply the entire term by 19, so the result is 33x plus 45y plus 50z minus 41 is equal to 0. This is the equation of the plane which is perpendicular to that plane and passing through the intersection of these two planes. Okay, it's a very interesting and important question. Some questions are important questions which are not given in the NCERT book, like find the foot of perpendicular, find the images. Okay, these are also questions which are asked in exams. So when I'll make a separate video, then I'll solve all those questions. Today I want to finish this miscellaneous exercise. Question number, this is 18th question. Find the distance of the point -1, -5, 10 from the point of intersection of the plane. And the plane, this can be solved, same type of question. Find the vector expression of the line passing through 1 to 3 and parallel to the plane and parallel to the planes. Okay, 19th question I am taking, 19th and then 21. 19th question, find the vector equation of the line passing through 1, 2, 3. Vector equation of the line passing through 1, 2, 3 and parallel to, there are two planes, I minus j plus 2k, I minus j plus 2k is equal to 5 and vector r dot 3i plus j plus k is equal to 6. Okay, now let's read the question. Find the vector equation of the line passing through 1, 2, 3 and parallel to the planes 1 and 2. So that means we are going to find the vector equation of the line which is passing through these 1, 2, 3, 1 point and parallel to these two planes. Okay. Right. Equation of line passing through 1, 2, 3 and direction ratios are A, B, C is x minus 1 upon A, y minus 2 upon B and z minus 3 upon C. Okay, this is the equation of the line passing through 1, 2, 3 and direction ratios A, B, C. Because this line which is parallel to these two planes. Okay, if this line is parallel to the plane, what does it mean? The direction ratio of this line and direction ratio of normal of this plane having a perpendicular condition. See, this is the plane, its a normal is this, and because this line is parallel to the plane, what does it mean? Direction ratio of the line and direction ratio of normal of the plane, they are having a perpendicular condition each other. Okay, so here this is the equation of plane x minus 2y plus 2z minus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, so at the direction ratio of normal of the plane, I minus 2j plus 2k 5 are 1 minus 2 and 2. Okay, and direction ratio of this line ABC, so perpendicular condition one A minus 2B plus 2C is equal to 0. Second equation. Same as this direction ratio of this line ABC perpendicular to that also. That means parallel to the plane, that means perpendicular to the normal. So 3A plus b 1b and plus 1c is equal to 0 third. Okay, finding ABC in the form of ratio A, it is minus 2, it is minus 2, b upon 6 minus 1 and c upon 1 plus 6 is equal to k. So A is equal to minus 4k, B is equal to 5k, C is equal to 7k. Okay, these values will be substituted here, y1. So y1 x minus 1 upon A, that is minus 4k, y minus 2 upon 5k, z minus 3 upon 7k. We can divide it by k, then what happens? We can multiply it by k, so x minus 1 upon minus 4, y minus 2 upon 5 and z minus 3 upon 7. What they are asking that convert right in the vector equation. So vector equation of the line, vector r is equal to vector a plus lambda vector b. So vector r is equal to vector a, that means the point from where the line is passing. 1, 2, 3. So I plus j plus k plus lambda vector b minus 4i plus 5j plus 7k. Direction ratio of the line. Minus 4i plus 5j plus 7k. Okay, that was question number 19. Now I am taking one very interesting question, number 21. Question 20th you will solve it. The question 20th type question we have solved in the previous exercise also. First you will convert in the standard form of equation of line, and then because both the lines are perpendicular, so their direction ratio condition will use perpendicular condition a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 is equal to 0. But this condition, when you are applying, before that you will convert in the standard form. It is very important. If any equation on the line is given and which is not in a standard form, first to convert in the standard form, only then we can apply the condition. Okay. Now we are coming to the question number 21. Question says, prove that if a plane has intercept ABC and is at a distance of p unit from the origin, then this is equal to. If a plane has intercepts ABC, plane has intercept ABC, so it is A00, 0V0 and it is 00C. This type of plane we are having. If the plane has intercepts ABC and is at a distance of p unit from the origin, it's a distance p unit from the origin. This is origin. It's a distance. Suppose this is the plane, so distance from origin is p unit. Okay. Nothing we have to do. First we'll have to write the intercept form of the equation. Okay, and find out the distance. Distance is given, it's a p unit. Okay, then this is the condition. Then we have to prove that 1 upon a square, then prove that 1 upon a square plus 1 upon b square plus 1 upon c square is equal to 1 upon p square. This we are going to prove it. Okay, equation of intercept plane. Equation of intercept plane, x upon a plus y upon b plus z upon c is equal to 1. This is equation of intercept plane. Let p be the distance, and p is the distance, E is the distance between 0, 0, 0 origin to x upon a plus y upon b plus z upon c is equal to 1. Okay, so when I use the distance formula, p is equal to x upon a, so that means 0 upon a plus 0 upon b plus 0 upon c minus 1 upon under root coefficient of x, 1 upon a square plus 1 upon b square plus 1 upon c square. Is it okay? So what does it mean? This means, this implies P is equal to, these all terms 0, minus 1 upon under root 1 upon a square plus 1 upon b square plus 1 upon c square. Squaring on both sides, so it is p square is equal to, minus becomes plus, 1 upon a square plus 1 upon b square plus 1 upon c square. This p square, if I'll make a reciprocate of p square, then what to write here? When we reciprocate the term, so p square upon 1, it becomes 1 upon p square is equal to 1 upon a square plus 1 upon b square plus 1 upon c square. Okay, so this we wanted to prove. Got it? That's also, this is question number 21. Now two questions are given, distance between the two planes, this and this. We are going to find the distance between two planes, so simple. It is 2x plus 3y plus 4z is equal to 4 using the distance formula. 4 upon, it is 12 upon, that is coming. Okay, and find out the distance between two planes. Second, the two planes are given, are perpendicular, parallel, or what? So the planes are given 2, minus 1, 4 direction ratios, 5, 2.5 and 10 direction ratios. So their direction ratios are same, that means both the lines are, or both the planes are parallel. Is it okay? It is 2, 3 and 4. When you divide the second plane by 2, so it is coming 2, 3, 4 is equal to 6. 6 minus 2, 2 upon under root 2 square 4 plus 9, 13 and 16. So in question number 22, D option is correct. 2 upon under root 29 will be the answer. We'll find out the distance. And question number 23, the option B is correct. Because the direction ratios of normal of the planes are equal, same. That means they are parallel. Okay. Thank you very much.